Today's video was sponsored by M&T Cocktail Company. Check the link in the description to check out their wide variety of bitters, salt rims, and cocktail garnishes. Because M&T makes cocktails great. Thank you, M&T Cocktail Company. Hey there, hi there, and hello, welcome back to Mike's Hard Reviews. My name is Mike, and it's lovely to have you all here today. I'm a bartender from Southwest Michigan, and yes, the power couple that is myself and M&T Cocktail Company are back to tell you how to use bitters in a wide variety of cocktails, this time themed around the great notion of springtime, which if you live in Michigan, you do not get, so good luck, buddies. Today we'll be taking a look at the Wildly Aromatic Bing Cherry and Citrus Grove bitters, and I'll be showing you how you can use them in a wide variety of cocktails that'll help thaw out the discontentful winter that we all just came out of. Let's get mixing. When we think of springtime cocktails, the whole point of them is to really thaw ourselves out, warm ourselves up to the idea of not being trapped inside anymore. And I think there's no better classic cocktail to do that with than a whiskey smash. Let's talk about ingredients. To make whiskey smash, you will need whiskey, simple syrup, lemon juice, mint, and M&T's Wildly Aromatic Bitters. The whiskey is your choice, so pick whatever you like. And as far as the mint and lemon go, they're both ingredients and garnishes, so don't use them all in the drink. Let's get mixing. We're going to start with 2 to 3 dashes of M&T's Wildly Aromatic Bitters. I'm gonna come behind that with 6 to 10 mint leaves and half of a lemon cut into quarters. Then we're gonna take a muddler and we're gonna press down on these to release all those juices and oils from the lemon and the mint. We'll then finish this off with 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup and 2 ounces of your preferred whiskey. That's all of our ingredients. Let's grab some ice to shake this up. We're gonna cap that up, tap that down, and give that a shake for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and combine. For serving, grab a chilled rocks glass. And the beauty of a smash is that you can actually just serve it with the ice you shook it over. So, pour that into the glass. To finish that off, we'll add just a little bit more ice to fill up the glass. And for garnish, we're going to grab a thin slice of lemon wheel and a nice bunch of mint, which we're going to squeeze to express and then lay down with the ice. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the M&T Whiskey Smash. Cheers. So give that a quick taste. Cheers. Whiskey's a great winter spirit, but when you add that mint and citrus to it, it becomes bright and refreshing and full of depth without being super heavy or warming or rich. It's an absolutely fantastic way to serve a cocktail that I don't know who's making them for picnics, but I think goes pretty well with the idea of being on a picnic. That is the glory of the Whiskey Smash. Now, a classic can be good for most of us, but I'm sure a few of you are going to want something a little bit more modern than that. If that's the case, I'm going to introduce you to the Cherry Blossom No. 2 by Noel Hunwick from Muddle Bar in London, England. Let's mix up one of these low ABV session drinks right now and talk about the ingredients. For this cocktail, you will need gin, cherry liqueur, a 2 to 1 simple syrup, sparkling water, prosecco, lemon juice, and your Bing Cherry bitters from M&T Cocktail Company. We're also going to garnish this with an Amarena-style cherry. Choose whatever brand you want. I'm using a Michigan local brand. And of note, the gin is a substitution. This cocktail normally calls for cognac, but I wanted to save cognac for our last cocktail, so we're using this instead. Without further ado, let's go ahead and shake it up. We're going to start with half an ounce of London Dry gin. Next up, we will do half an ounce of cherry liqueur. We're going to come behind that with 1/3 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Next up, we need just 1/4 ounce of our 2 to 1 simple syrup. And now last, but most importantly, 2 to 3 dashes of our M&T Bing Cherry bitters. That's all of our ingredients. Let's grab some ice so we can shake this up. We're going to cap that up, tap it down, and give that a shake for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and combine. For serving, I'm going to grab a chilled snifter out of my freezer. And before we strain our cocktail in, we need to add our sparkling ingredients. That means approximately 2/3 of an ounce of our prosecco and 1 2/3 ounces of our sparkling water. Then we will double strain our cocktail over that. To that, we're going to add some ice. Then for our garnish, we're going to grab our cocktail cherries. Spear one or 2 onto a cocktail pick, and lay those across the top of the drink, like so. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cherry Blossom number 2. Cheers. Let's give this a quick taste. Cheers. Like a lot of lengthened drinks that feature like club soda or prosecco, it's lighter on its impact from the alcohol and is very rich in flavor. The liqueurs and the citrus and the syrups and even our spirit are adding a lot of really nice botanical complexity here, and altogether it's creating something that is reminding me of fresh cherry blooms in Traverse City. An absolutely phenomenal drink for those of you who are looking for something a little bit less common to enjoy this springtime. You know what, let's say that you're not really feeling a traditional classic, you're not really feeling something more modern. You want to try something new, experimental, on the cutting edge of what spirits are, which is exactly what Big Man and Tate would want you to do, funnily enough. Well, then I bring you, ladies and gentlemen, the Brandy Bosquet, otherwise known as the Brandy Grove, an original creation of mine featuring the Citrus Grove McMahon & Tate bitters. Let's talk about ingredients. For this cocktail, you will need cognac, blanc vermouth, 2-to-1 simple syrup, Campari, and of course, Citrus Grove McMahon & Tate cocktail bitters. For garnish, we're going to use a swath of orange peel. I actually really like these bitters. This is the first time I've had the chance to work with them, and they really do function like a Citrus Grove would. Grapefruit and lime on the nose, orange and lemon on the palate. This is absolutely incredible stuff. This is the best orange bitters on the market, hands down. This is a stirred cocktail, so let's go ahead and get mixing. We're going to start with 2 to 3 dashes of our McMahon & Tate Citrus Grove cocktail bitters. Combine that with a 1/4 ounce of a 2-to-1 simple syrup. Next we'll do a 1/4 ounce of Campari. Next in line is 1/2 ounce of our blanc vermouth. And finally, 2 ounces of your preferred cognac. Let's grab some ice so that we can stir this down. Full of our ice in there, we'll go ahead and stir this for 15 to 20 seconds to chill, dilute, and bring this all together. For serving, I'm going to grab one of these tiny little Nick and Nora glasses from my freezer. We'll grab our Hawthorne strainer and just double strain it into the glass. For garnish, we're going to take this orange here, take a nice big swath off of that, and then express that over the top of the drink and around the rim. Sometimes I discard this, sometimes I put it in. This time I'm going to put it in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Brandy Bosquet. Cheers. I know exactly how this one tastes. I'm the one who came up with it, but hey, sláinte. That is what it would taste like if you distilled down bright floral creamsicle into a single sip. The Citrus Grove bitters come through with a nice potent bitterness that backs up the Campari, but is also more bright and fresh than Campari is, backed up by the botanicals from the Bianco Vermouth and those vanilla oaky notes from this cognac. It's just like adult creamsicle in your mouth. It's phenomenal. I think anybody who is down with a bit of a higher proof drink would absolutely love this as a spring nightcap. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have a lineup of 3 different kinds of spring cocktails, from classic to modern to original, fully showcasing just how versatile spring cocktails and, more importantly, McMahon & Tate cocktail bitters can be. If you want to make cocktails like this at home, click the link in the description down below to check out McMahon & Tate Cocktail Company's website, where you can purchase all of these bitters and various garnishes and salt rooms for yourself. I personally stand by their product. Genuinely, I think these are all really fantastic, and there's a lot of really great uses you can find for all of these bitters in classic, modern, original cocktails of all kinds, especially with this winter coming up when I think we could all use a pretty stiff drink. Thank you again all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button down below and remember to subscribe to catch more episodes of this show. All the recipes for these cocktails will be linked in the description down below. And hey, I got some cocktails to finish drinking. Not enough hands to carry them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Sláinte, and have a good day.